Hello, hello, it's been a while. Still been busy, don't worry, I've been doing things. Done a lot of scripting in between last time. I did some mod tools. Fixed the ports that were very messed up. Hello, Thomas. Let's head on to my display. Oh, my cipher type's there. Hello, Sanjin. So, I started the Grim Reaper port. I've converted all the anims. That's all done. I've just got to actually get them in the game now. So I'm not going to show my route on screen in case there's stuff you haven't seen. There's been some other weapons that I've ported that you haven't seen because I want to keep a few ambiguous. They're like special weapons. I'm not in a special way. Assets, weapons, and Grim Reaper is a grenade launcher. Okay, I can show you this. We don't need that. I haven't done the MM1 yet. That's something I'll be doing. Zeroid did the flamethrower as a public release. You know what I haven't got open? The chat. I could put that there actually. So the M202 Flash Grim Reaper is its full name. Black Ops 1. You can see I've got the models done. The anims are converted. All ready for the game, so it's literally a matter of dragging and dropping and setting up the weapon file. Now there is a weapon file converter, but the problem with that is it just makes a bullet weapon file for it, but I need a projectile weapon file for it. Okay, let's see what Sanjin said. Fun fact, Grim Reaper was supposed to be in Black Ops 1 Zombies, but was cut. It is. There is an _ZM variant that I was using for the weapon file that I just converted, but it didn't work because it's needs to be a projectile weapon ape, and it's far better than the China Lake. Yeah, let's be real, it is. When I brought up with Stephen that I'm porting the Grim Reaper, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's good. That's something very different." Yeah. I suppose it's the OG L4 Siege, but we planned to do the Grim Reaper way before the L4 Siege. Most of what is going to come out in the map is in the series of maps was planned way before Black Ops 3. We had to change a few things because Treyarch had very similar ideas and it wasn't original anymore, and even Infinity Ward had some similar ideas. We were originally going to have like a Fate and Fortune card system, but it was called a different name. Survival Streets it's called. But then they had that. So we've changed it to a new system, which I think is probably better, hopefully fun at least. Just check, you can see 8 fine. Yeah, that's fine, because I've been having the monitor set up a little bit different. Okay, I haven't got the anims in here either. See, these are the ones I converted over, but so these are dot bullet weapons, and that's why I'm getting loads of errors and stuff, because it literally just copies and pastes, but puts it in Black Ops 3 pretty much, which should work on a normal bullet weapon apparently, but not with these. So I'm gonna delete these assets straight off. Yeah, the reason I was just checking that you could see it fine is because I'd had my layout a bit different, because I've been recording me in Radiant. I'm going to do like a speed art type thing. I think this is a projectile one. Okay, this is the one we want, where basically I was taking a break from making the zombie map. I suppose this is still going on, what I'm making both at the same time sort of thing, but it's just so I could jump in, make something in a lot less time, be more mapping focused, no custom weapons, whatever. I'll probably turn it into a multiplayer map, release it playable, but it's basically just for me to do some nice level design that I might not get the opportunity to do and build up my skills, whatever, that sort of thing. But anyway, let's check back to the chat. Sanjin says the HE40 perhaps named the Afterburner 2.0. Treyarch weren't lazy when they made that name. 10 out of 10 IGN. Well, it's a similar weapon. It is basically 2.0. They know the community was going on about 2.0s and what have you. Alright, so before we start doing this weapon file, not sure how much I did by default of this already, but not much anyway. I'm going to get the anims working in here. So if I bring the anims up, I'm just going to have these on the screen to the left of me so I can work out the names I need. I like the Marshall 16s, they were good. I'm not sure about the community's obsession with as soon as a new weapon comes out in supply drops, it has to be put in zombies just because it's an OG zombies weapon. I think if we did that, we'd run out of originality, which we are. Black Ops 3 was just nostalgiafest.exe pretty much. Which is why I can't be bothered to go back and play it. If I want to play something that Black Ops 3 was trying to remember or show an alternate angle on, I'll just go and play the original map. At least after the game's cycle's over now, pretty much. Also, hello to anyone from the Black Ops 3 Mob Tools Discord. I posted this stream in there because I haven't. Like, I've been in there for ages, but I've never actually posted the stream in there whenever I stream, so they can come and say hello. Okay, weapon ports is about the only things I show at the moment, really, of what I do. I don't show any of the actual map or scripty things. I share scripty things and things I'm working on in the Mod Tools Discord just to get help with it and whatever, and advice, but to the general population, as it's called, not much. Really, I suppose people could share it, but whatever. Okay, let's call this M202 ADS down. Okay, first we're going to get the anim model, and that's under. This will probably give it away. Oh yeah, that does sort of semi-give away what we're doing. Oh well. To be honest, the map name's been in most of these streams and no one's noticed it, or the map code name. What am I looking for? This is Gia. Hold on. I don't know if I've put it. No, I haven't made a folder yet. That's GL for grenade launcher, and then want to make M202. I don't know if I need to stick to weapon name conventions. No, I don't. M202 Flash Grim Reaper. This is anims, isn't it? Not anims, models. So I want to bring my models in, and I don't want to move them. I just want to copy and paste them. And I also need an images folder. Let's see. I will read chat again in a minute. Okay, the rockets, do they need... You know what, I don't think I've converted the rockets to a... No, I haven't. They need doing as well. Okay, brilliant. Let's make a separate folder for the rockets in here. Rockets, just so they've got their own image folder. Okay, that's a pink... Blue, sorry, blue normal, that's fine. I think all those colour maps are fine. What? Oh, okay, yeah, good. And then I want to go to, if we get the world first, that way it will replace any with higher quality images of the view model if they're called the same thing. But they shouldn't be. What's in world object? I don't think any of that's important at the moment. Why isn't it? Yeah, I can see that's the same thing. Okay. And then world images and copy, and we'll replace any that conflict. Okay, good. And also in that case, I reckon the anims aren't moved across either. But we'll handle that in a minute. First though, we need to do the actual rockets. So the rockets are the actual bit, the projectile you see flying out the end of the gun. I'm not sure how to set that up, but I'll do it. So, rockets. I think literally all we've got to do is open this, bind it, and that's it. I don't think it needs any tags changing, whatever, we'll find out. Okay, so at least they didn't do the Giggler 2.0. Yeah, I suppose the Fafar was quite good in that sense. I Oh, see you, Thomas. Thomas left a while back. But see ya. There are a lot of weapons cut from BO1. You would have loved seeing the Grim Reaper, and the Stoner 63 would have been good. That was ported in a few maps and well, that's good. I think that's probably on our list to do for the future. For a weapon port, we'll probably include that. Not in the map we're going to release, but you will see me doing it sometime. I don't know. Okay. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So these are the rockets. Oh, you know what? No. These don't need doing. These are just the attachment that goes on the view model. So they're done actually. They're fine. Sorry about that. I wonder what the projectile is then. So everything has a projectile, unless it doesn't. Unless it's just effects that I haven't ripped. Maybe it might not be ripped. It might be the world object. I don't know. We'll have to find out later. I know someone who has, well, I can't remember who they are, but I know someone has done this before, Grim Reaper, so I can ask them. So, X-Anims will be done in a minute. The Kiparis was supposed to be as well, was it? Okay, so this is the anim model we want. We don't want bones, we want relative, and that's the basic setup for an anim file, I suppose. Okay, X-anim export, Sirius weapons. No, we don't have a folder yet. Made launcher. I just call it M202. I know what I mean by that. And then no, don't want to export. I want the bins, and I want to copy and paste those over. Yeah, so you'll be seeing the speed art as well of the map I've been working on. It's just basically to look nice, not necessarily play well or whatever. It's just there to look nice. Fill in detail and whatever in the Black Ops 3 engine. Okay, so this is ADS down. Let's put in ADS down. Duplicate ADS. Okay, I want these anims open so I can see what I've got. ADS up. Yeah, of course. Tell me any good pattern name ideas you want. I'm always after pattern names. I mean, some of them I've tried to tie into the story, you know, like they do sometimes with Jason's Norse mythology references. But I mean, a lot of them aren't that good, or I don't think they're that good. Whenever you're naming something, you need someone else to check the name for you. And sometimes the names just like suddenly settle in. Like things like YouTube, you never break down that actually means YouTube sort of thing, do you? You just think of it as YouTube, you think of it as an entity now. Dive to prone in. I know Black Ops 3 doesn't have dive to prone anims, but there's a good reason for us doing dive to prone anims that we're hoping we can make work, and well, I'm fairly sure you can work out why we're having dive to prone anims for a certain perk that likes to use the dive to prone feature. We'll have to make ones for weapons that don't have those, but don't mind doing that. Ah, I didn't set the looping one to loop. So if we click on the loop one, check looping, so it replays over and over. Sanjin, do you have a good pattern name for the Grim Reaper, or are you just saying when and if you do? Because for any weapon ports you've seen us do, let us know if you have a good name. I know Steven's going to be streaming later as well. He's playing a game called White Day, which has just been either remastered or a new version or whatever, made into an English version, something like that, that he used to play a lot back in the day, and he said that's coming out soon. So that's something he's going to be playing. I just need 2 seconds to do something. Right, that's it. Just wanted to shut my door because my dad got on the phone. You don't need to hear his conversation. Alright, I'm duplicating this to make an idle anim. Don't know why I didn't stream me doing the Grim Reaper. I think I just suddenly, late at night, I was just like, oh, I want to stream. I want to port the Grim Reaper. It's like, okay, let's do it. Idle. Does idle loop? Yeah, idle loops. Not a bit rusty. You would suggest Deathstalker, but the Scorpion Evo pack name is Evolved Deathstalker, and I can probably tell you that we are including the Scorpion. We might even change the Scorpion's name, because any ported weapons, it's easy for us to change the names. The only ones that it's not is ones in mod tools by default, so that's the ray gun, the, I don't know, Man-O-War. We're not having the Man-O-War, by the way, but you know, ones that are Black Ops 3 stock weapons, they're tough to change the names of, because in order to do that, you'd have to make a whole new weapon file, I think. I've got a ton of Black Ops 3 like ports from multiplayer and other zombie maps that I want to do, but I haven't touched them yet because I want to get in the flow of doing the old weapons first and then move on to those. So like the difference is distinguished. I've also found a really good, well, I didn't find it, it was posted in the Black Ops 3 mod tools, but it's the weapon port infopedia. I'd recommend this to anyone who ports weapons. It's got like a calculator on here to work out your RPM. That I spent like, well, I don't know, 20 minutes just going through an equation and double checking it to make sure it converts RPM to fire time, but this is it, state time or whatever. You might see me using this. I can do this at, like, just with a calculator basically anyway, but this also creates an upgrade variant for your weapon as well, I think. I haven't used this yet, but we could give it a go today, I suppose. I never tend to do upgrade versions yet. And it tells you all the things like adding an attachment and that sort of thing. Every specific case. I'm not sure if it's been updated yet, but I was asking about hybrid weapons and Hitman Veer said he'll update it to include this. So I'm not sure if it's updated yet. I've still got version 1.1, but this is very useful. Like Grim Reaper, of course, I'd want to play off that. I don't know, maybe it could, I don't know, could it just be called the M202 when you start out and then pap it to be called Grim Reaper? But no, it's nicknamed, I suppose Boomhilda does that, doesn't it? Because that was given the nickname of Trench Brew, no, that's the Thompson, Boom or whatever, you know, because it's broom handle. Okay, what am I making here? Idle is done, pull out. And we don't need this one looping. And we want to get pull out, duplicate, and we want the put away anim and put away. Reload empty. I think there is only reload empty. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, I think you have to reload fully empty and just replace. Yeah, you do replace. I don't know if it's set up to lose them. Gates of Hell, that's not a bad one. Gates of Hell. Let me write that down. Good one, Sanjin. Stephen's been messaging. Oh, Stephen's just messaged me telling me that he's doing A-level games design. I'll send him a link to the stream so he can come and chat. I went onto Discord just to write the name down, but Stephen's messaged me. Okay, Project Sirius Discord. Should I put it in art? I'll put it in the art chat. Okay, that's decent enough. Design gets full up quick. Grim Reaper upgrade name suggested by Sanjin. That is a good one. I do like Gates of Hell. That is a good one. Gates of Hell. Let's put that in quotes. Everything's laggy because I'm streaming. Okay, well, not laggy, but you know, slower. Nice one. Good idea. Anyway, reload empty is, no, that needs changing. Reload empty. Yeah, GCSE results day, so Stephen got his results today. He was pretty happy with them, and he's on his courses, so very good for him. M202 sprint in. Oh no, thank you, Sanjin, that's very helpful with the name. Sprint loop. Yeah, Gates of Hell is a decent name. I'll put it to the other guys and see what they say. George is on holiday at the moment, so well, can't ask him straight up things, but it means if there's an immediate decision to be made, I don't have to ask him. Well, I don't anyway, but you know, I always go through him. No, he's good counsel on those sort of things. Okay, so that's all those things. Looping ones that should be looping. Type prone loop and idle. And these ones aren't. Fire isn't. Oh no, don't need an old delete left part. Okay, that's those done. We need to now put the models in and get the models looking crisp in game. X model. Okay, we'll just call this VMM202. Okay, lovely looking Grim Reaper right there. Oh yeah, LOD 0 is in. I think LODs are like how they load in, what they look like from certain distances. There are a ton that come, but all the guides I've seen, people just tend to do LOD 0, which will probably make your game you'll probably need like a 1080 Ti to run it. So I suppose I could go back through and change those if beta test feedback comes back like my computer's exploded, fix it please. Okay. VM. Oh no, I've pinned something. There we go. Well, that's the model, all right. Yeah, as you can see, they don't have faces on this side because you only see it from this angle when you're in first person. That's why they have a different version for world model. Okay, let's just save where we're at, and now we've got to make all these materials, which I don't think I have that material. You might have to run Black Ops 1 in a minute just to open it up. But let's start off with the main ones. Lots of materials for this for some reason. I want lit weapon, I suppose. Black Ops 1 on PC has some really nice materials. Like they're set up that way, but you only notice it once you're on PC. So this is just the standard material. I suppose I'll just make it metal. And I'll give it a gloss range of metal, but we can change it to custom later. Required. So I want to open the folder so I can see what sort of things to expect. Oh, right, yeah, I'm in this bit. Yeah, MM1's the next one on my list, I think. Then the Striker from MW3, and that's about it. I've just got to go through, fix them, and then do some Black Ops 3 ports, upgraded versions, and sound. Sound I haven't managed to work out yet. I haven't spent long enough on that really. Right. So no, I want the view model. I want to see what images we've got. I just want to open that up so we can tell. So there's a color map definitely for it. There's a normal map. Oh, I do have the long scope stuff ripped a bit. That's good. Must be in a folder for it then. There's some decal stuff as well. Okay, there's a specular map it looks like. That might need some playing with it because it doesn't look normal. Is it going to be like similar to the L4 Siege and perhaps it's going to have 8 rockets? Or chambers? Yeah. It could do, I suppose. I haven't really thought about it. I saw someone else did a port where rather than the rockets dumbfiring, they lock on to the nearest zombie and go for that. But I suppose that could annoy you if there's one running away. So I'd have to think of that. Or it might be laser guided, what they did. It might be laser guided. Could do something like that. But we could have 8 chambers, yeah. I don't know. Again, it all depends on what other people tell me as well. I think 8 chambers would be good. I think laser guided would also be good. Could do both, whatever. Color map. Oh, you don't want to see that one. You do want to see that, but I don't want you to see that. I mean, the only reason I noticed, ow, I rubbed my nose just as I swallowed and my ears popped. Okay, let's head back to the material. See, why does it have to be all the way down here? Yeah, that's way too glossy at the moment, isn't it? Let's whack the gloss to black. I don't know if that makes it too flat, you know, like it doesn't have much on it. So the problem, like people tell me change it to black gloss to just black to make it so it's not so glossy, but then it just looks too flat. Like it's hard to know. I don't get all of these. I suppose this is mapping. I don't know. It has a spec map, I think, and it has a normal map. We'll go on. Oh, does it have an ambient occlusion? I don't think. No ambient occlusion. Also, when you ADS, it doesn't block out the rest, does it? I think it's just there. I don't think that's how Treyarch does it anyway. You would like it if it locks on, because if there's a zombie. Oh, you wouldn't like it if zombie near you and exit. Yeah, you could risk heavy splash damage. Yeah, I think laser guided could be pretty cool. I know, but 8 in the barrel plus double tap, that's essentially 16 rockets, isn't it? I don't like the idea of double tap 2.0. I'm not really a fan of it, but I was bullied into it by the team to include it. So this is normal. And then the spec. Not sure if this is the right format for a specular map because it doesn't look right. Yeah, it's gone yellows. Oh, that's the T5 weapon M202 SCR. Now this is where I could check the weapon port infopedia because this tells me exactly what all the files are. Oh, hello Stephen. Yeah, congratulations. I saw your Discord. I gave you a shout out. Congratulations on getting onto games design. That's brilliant. Texture names. Here we go. Black Ops 1 is called _G. And that's the gloss map. Invert this texture for specular. We don't have an. Oh, let me move this over. It looks like a specular map file. Underscore. Oh, it is _SC -R specular. I don't know. Specular roughness map. See, _G. See, Black Ops 1's a funny one. It's not an AO map. I don't know what it could be. I'm gonna say it's spec. I'm just gonna open it up in paint.net and see what I can do with it. Open with paint.net. So you have a plugin with this program called Dark Iris Tools, which I think it's by Porter. Patch yellow scale normal. That's not a normal map though, is it? Hold on. Those aren't great. So if I remove the alpha, no. I don't know what these are. Let's just. Should I leave them and just stick with the. Or just. Let's look at the weapon and see how it's looking. So that's not looking bad, is it? I suppose a spec map would be useful. I might have to ask in the Discord for help. I'll be opening the stats in a minute. Yeah, 7 seconds to reload. We could speed it up, I don't know, but it's probably worth it with the amount of damage this thing does. And we've got a ton of weapons in the box in the map anyway, so it'll be hard to get. Well, then again, every weapon's equally hard to get. It could be easy to get because it's all random. This definitely looks like it needs a spec map, and the wind's picking up now, so I want to put someone in front of my door before it flies open. This tends not to be enough, but we'll do it anyway. If there's a fire, it'll take me longer to get out. If my computer explodes for whatever reason, probably pulled my mic as well. Okay. Let's go into assets of the Discord. Assets. I'm just going to take a screenshot of these quickly just to ask what the hell these are. Taken from BO1. What are these? Do I need to do anything to them? Oh yeah, speed. Well, is speed cola double? I thought it was a third faster. I don't know. Okay, I'll leave the Discord open. Hopefully someone will get back to me pretty soon. Anyway, let's get on with the rest of the materials while we wait. Save it there. The crosshair. Let's put, is it lit? Can I have lit weapon transparent? Transparent weapon. Lit weapon. No. I'm just going to do lit transparent. So I'm going to guess that's what it is. I'm going to guess it's glass, custom gloss range. Let's check the files again. That's the crosshair colour. I think that's it. Hold on, what's the difference between these two? Can't tell. Windows Whale. There's a PAP name for any gun. Is that a reference to Wired? Yeah, I suppose that's just the only one then, just the colour map here. What? Hold on. Why didn't that get moved across? Half of these ones aren't across. There we go. Okay, let's check the material. Plain. Barely see it, but yeah, you can tell that's good. If we go on the main model now, hopefully there's a lovely crosshair there. Oh, we probably can't see it yet because that material needs doing whatever's in the way. Long scope lens, that's the one. I suppose that's lit transparent as well. Might even be glass, I don't know, we'll see. These can all be changed later on anyway. So long scope lens, I have a colour, I have a spec, what looks like a spec, it's called _L. Is there an _L in this? You can't have a spec map in this. Not sure what it is. It's _L. Let's just say some zombies had wives and then they're human and they died, so their wives became widows. Oh, I see. Oh, it wasn't Windows. Sorry, I thought you said Windows whale. Sirius of the Bar, Widowmaker, yeah. ACOG lanes? Why is the ACOG lanes? And I suppose that might be the normal map. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't had a reply on Discord yet. Anyway. Long scope. Hold on, long scope _L. That's probably what it means, just a lens, and that's okay. It will be spec then. But am I doing it right? It's lit, transparent. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna guess that's the right. Normal. Doesn't look like it's got anything. You can see a slight circle there. It might be. I'll just add it anyway. Heat map. There's definitely a spec map for it though. I think that's it. There's no like glass transparent. No, that I don't think that's right. I'm gonna go back. Oh, you're watching me from Vietnam, are you? Whoa, didn't realise you had internet connection. How are your AS results? I was gonna text you, but I was worried like you'd have to pay more or whatever. How on earth have you got internet in Vietnam? I'm gonna head back to like transparent. And how has your holiday been as well? 2 questions. How are your AS results and how's your holiday in Vietnam been so far? Yeah, I'll just stick with what I got there, I suppose. Don't know if that'll be a mask or whatever. This is the file I'm worried about. I suppose it's not a big deal, but it'd be nice to include that extra detail. Have a look down the scope now. Oh look, there it is. Yeah, you can see the reticle there. There was a little bit of clipping there. I don't know if that was just me zooming out. Yeah, it's there again. No, that's okay, I think. Looking okay. The decals, I reckon that's the side panels. For a lit weapon. Surface type. Let's see the decals. It's like paper, isn't it? It could be metal smacked on. You haven't got them yet. Oh, you got free Wi-Fi due to the communist regime of the country. You're loving it here. You got my birthday gift. Oh God, I can't wait. / I'm very nervous about it. I don't know what on earth you could end up bringing me back from Vietnam. I'm scared. Metal. Yeah, we'll do metal, whatever. Think, is there a decal? I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there's that thing, but that just turns it yellow. And I don't have a plug-in to change any yellow things, so I don't know what they are. So we'll just have to stick with what we've got so far, I suppose. Yeah, that is the right thing to put on. So what? What on earth's one of those? I'm gonna Google that. What? Oh, Oh no. Okay, do not Google images that. What? They look Vietnamese, but okay, I guess that's a joke. That seems to be too reflective, the decal. I'm going to turn that down. Oh, it's because I haven't put black. But then it just looks like plastic when you do that. Might be okay though in engine. We'll see. So if we look at it like that now, we change the lighting. Yeah, I suppose it is responding well enough. That looks very washed out. We'll see. Okay. Insides quickly. Lit a weapon. You are officially in college now, Stephen, yes. Did you get on all the courses you wanted to? Insides are still metal, aren't they? They're the same setup. Oh, the dog's been set off. God. Insides. I don't see anything separate for the inside, so I'm going to guess it's just this. Oh, you did. Brilliant, Stephen. Vietnam is proof of my communism works. Okay. I can't wait for it, Jacob. Do you know what I got in my AS levels, Jacob? I don't know if you saw or not. So the insides, I'm guessing, is this. Oh no, that's not what goes on them, obviously, then. Doesn't look right. I don't know if they need anything or not. Let's change the colour map. No, that doesn't look like the insides fit. I don't see anything unless it's under rockets. Ah, weapon insides colour, there they are. Good. Oh, you don't know? Oh, I got straight A's. I'm pretty happy with that. The insides. A normie map. Okay, we've got a normal and whatever that yellow thing is. So now if we have a look at this, yeah, that's better, isn't it? I think. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. They're all regularly set. Just need to make it less glossy. Keep seeing the Discord move to me. God's sake, Jacob. Black. I don't know, I don't like how it does that. Oh look, that's way too... It's grey. How's that? That seems a little bit more glossy. Let's have a look at it on the weapon. Might be too glossy, I can't tell. No, I think that might be okay. We'll try that for now, see how it looks in game. And then just the loader. Lit weapon. Surface type. Metal. Metal. Color map, of course, can have a color map. But yeah, the rockets are more red. What, more reddish than what I've got on there? Like at the time I'm saying this, or is it sorted by the time I'm saying this? I mean, the way that school's going, Jacob, I mean, they need everyone they can get. The loader is on. That's the inside. Loader must be here then somewhere. Hold on, let's have a look at this. Is the loader? I don't see the loader stuff in here. I don't think the loader textures are in this bit. I can see the back of it, but yeah, I've heard there's a lot of people dropping off, not going to that school. Can't work out what texture it is. Definitely not on there. I'm gonna have to just try them, I suppose. Wait, the rockets bit was under here, wasn't it? Was the loader in there? Hold on, let me close this and go back and see exactly what's missing. Those bits, were they on the default view model? I can't remember. Or did I put them in? Because I know they're greyish. Goodness me. I think someone's coming home. Oh, wait, hold on. It did use those. Send one. Oh, Hitman Veers hit me up. Let me. Can't remember exactly. Alright, brilliant, Hitman. Let me crop it in the chat. Hopefully that should help him. He said he said he can't remember exactly, so he's going to have a look at it and see. Yeah, but that's looking good. I just need to tone the gloss down. I'll try S grey again, seeing this isn't bigger. Yeah, that seems alright to me. It's looking good. Hopefully the world model uses the same assets. And world model M202. Whack in the LOD0, which is under Sirius War and not assets. Sirius Weapons, GL202 Flash, and world model. Yeah, that's already got its stuff covered. Good. And this is covered from all angles. There it is, peeps. There it is. Nice. So now we're just going to set up the weapon file, which is M202. Should I call it the M202 Flash Grim Reaper for now? Mode name is Rockets. I suppose it doesn't need to be filled in. M202 commit stat name. Player anim type is M203. What's that? Just gonna Google images that. Alpha channel is specular roughness. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna Google M203 a second just to see what that is. Oh, okay, that's the one that goes on the bottom of like the M16 or whatever. So I just extract the alpha channel, it looks like. Use it as gloss, as spec map. So he said it's specular roughness, which if we look at here, specular roughness map is, can invert this texture for gloss. No, it was a gloss map, he said. Ah, okay. Because his guide, he's the one who wrote this program I've got up on the screen now, the Infopedia. When you buy a sickle on Ascension, it replenishes your ballistic knife ammo, is it? That's probably set up in here though, they probably use the same ammo name. You just saw a guy with Black Ops 1, he was a vet. Oh, okay. A war vet, nice. Inverted specular roughness is a gloss map. You need some other file to determine the rest. Oh, okay, I'll send him a separate one. Which one did I send him? M202 SC. What? Okay, that's the one I sent him. Let me have a look if I've got. Damn it! If I open images, there's all of them in here. That's the most detailed one I have. Yeah, so it looks like they're the gloss map, which Black Ops 1 on PC is really good for, by the way. I was playing Black Ops 1 Zombies like on PC properly for the first time really with Nick yesterday. We're getting some co-op gameplay for his high round vids, you know, the ones where he does the history of the high round world records, moving on to co-op ones now I think. Right, so let's have a look at this. Dual wheel belt plate, Grim Reaper, that's got to be it. Inventory, it's primary, it's a projectile, it's a rocket launcher. It has rocket explode, we're not going to do extreme, do rocket explode. Okay, these are the different guidances we can have. We could do it a javelin. Wire guided is where you look, that's the same as laser guided. TV guided, it's not. It doesn't lock on at all. It's a quad barrel. I think it's just set as quad barrel, and the fire type is single shot. Right. Yeah, sure. Can use underwater, you can, why not? Water movement. Yep. You can go prone with it. The grenade doesn't roll, doesn't airburst. I don't know about that, I think that's only really an MP thing. Or if I put the anim in, we'll leave it as. This isn't a revive weapon, it's not round start delayed. No, we'll leave that as it is. is scavengeable. It's not hybrid, it's not a ballistic knife. What is Apollo barking at? I think my mum came home and then left, so he's going crazy, or she's outside somewhere. Damage. I don't think that's the proper damage stuff, is it? Hold on, it might be actually. Okay, right. Right, we need the weapon stats up now. It's ripped from BO1, the Grim Reaper. Right, I want the weapon file up now. Well, not the weapon file, but its stats. I suppose I could get its file and check that, because I did convert that. All its file is actually in here. But a lot of it's changed, as you can tell. Oh yeah, that's because it's got bullet weapon. It's hard to read these things, we'll ignore that. And just do it on the fly and check if we need to. File name M202, I think. Cool, Sanjin straight in with the stats, thank you. I'm going to pull up the proper table. Call of Duty weapon and attachment stats. Black Ops. Hope it's on here. Should be. Yeah, Scabachula as well as saying the alpha looks like a roughness map. Oh, Grim Reaper, yeah, here it is. So, here we are. Look, Grim Reaper, here's all its stats right along here. Anything specific about the Grim Reaper? No. Direct impact is 500. Good. Right, so that's what I'm going to be copying from. Alpha looks like a roughness map. Yeah, but you can't have a roughness map. I'm reading like two chats at once. I'm reading the Discord chat as well as this chat. Discord's telling me Hitman and Scabachula are telling me what that material is, which is very kind of them. You can't have a roughness map. You can only have gloss map, spec map, or an AO map. There's no AO map in this. None of these are needed. No. If I read what this says about... Oh, 500 is multiplayer. Oh, okay, we'll use single player because that's more likely what it would have used in zombies. Specular rough. Yeah, that's no good, is it? Gloss map. Invert the texture for a gloss map. I don't know how you invert it, to be honest, but I can always find out. Specular roughness map. Okay, you invert that for a gloss map. Yeah, single player stats are better. Am I using... Oh, I suppose I am, yeah. So direct impact, you say, is 1000. Oh, Hitman said there we go. So impact damage 1000, I'll do Sanjin. I mean, I do vary them just to make it see. Impact AI, I'll just set it to 1000. Wait, is this 2 players? I'll set it to 1000 in case we ever do something like that. It will damage owner, I guess. We could tone that down because we don't want a 1000 damage the owner of it if they shoot themselves. We want it to be like a 20th, and a 20th would be 20. Well, 20th is a 5th. No, what? 20th is a fifth is 0.05, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to say. So that way it should only do 20. Hold on, if we do 0.05 times 1,000, yeah, 50. That's all we want to do. Good. Explosion. Okay, so this is how we set up this. Okay, exported one from the AK. Oh, wait. What is the red channel spec? That then. I'm just going to bring these messages up on screen. Yeah, I can show you these. So that's what he's got in his red channel, and his RGB is what it was. He said alpha also or something then. Right. So we can probably use this, I suppose, to help us. Does it have notes on it to tell me? I don't know if this tells me. I might have to have a look at its weapon file a second. I suppose the wiki would help. What's TNO as in a game? Oh, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Let's try that at the same time. Right, let's not talk to those guys about Wolfenstein: The New Order for a minute. Okay, so we're going to load file. It's in my downloads. Goodness me, what are you going to see in my downloads? I'm very scared. Oh, it's just okay. I'll need to open up my downloads and get a RAR in there. Black Ops stock weapons. I think this is it. Thank you, WinRAR. Yeah, this is it. We want the M202. Delete me what? Helicopter driver. Okay. This should shed some light. I've gone too far. M. Here we go. M. Okay, it's not under M. Is it Grim Reaper? Me. Can't see which one it is. These are all the Black Ops 1 weapon files, like the equivalent of what I'm making out. Oh, here's the saber tooth, the chainsaw. There's the ray gun. Never used these before, I've always custom them. Oh, here we go, M202. How did I miss that? For M202 flash CM. Okay, let me drag that in. There we go. So this tells me everything I need to know about it. How does this go with it? Okay, good. That's the anims there. Where are the stats? These are the state timers, I think. I'm going to have to go and shout at my dog in a minute. These are all the these are more state timers. Don't need any of these. Don't need the models. Oh, okay. So the green channel apparently is the ambient occlusion, and A equals the specular roughness. Red might be specular colour, but I was not to use it. PBRs. Okay. So it does have ambient occlusion, where A equals spec rough. How do I get that to a usable map for the materials used in BO3? I'm just going to check the chat because I haven't looked at the chat for a minute. Okay, yeah, you're filling me with loads of stats as well. No, the model 1887 doesn't give you broken fingers. I'll show you actually if you like. Might as well show you now while I'm in the middle of doing so many things. Clean extract, I don't know what that does. Run map. So run it. I don't know if you're getting desktop audio, let me check. It doesn't have sound, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you are. It's not completely fixed, but it doesn't give you broken fingers. It's because it's an Infinity Ward weapon and they need to be exported differently. My dog is doing my head in today. I don't know what on earth is barking at. I think someone came home and then walked off, so he's worried about them coming back. Right, so yeah, this is the test map now loading up, which I'll show you the model 1887. I think it's called SG 1887, yeah. Come on, will you load? Control Shift for... Oh. Okay, it's just told me how. Okay, here we are. Yeah, the spawn weapons changed to the MR6, so I was playing around with a script for someone. I'll release that later today, I think. Okay, just give myself God mode, / give SG underscore 1887. Yeah, look, here it is. No longer broken hand. Still broken. Can't ADS, but it's very broken, but not as broken. I might go through and completely redo it. But yeah, that's the 1887. That's what I'll do. Okay, thank you very much, Hitman. Shout out to Hitman. Sorry. Hello, Stephen. Stephen's come here to heckle me. Come to barter the price for me. Right, so seeing as we've got those materials sorted, let's head back and do those materials. I was not expecting it to get this complicated. It's supposed to be in, out, quick and clean. Okay, so Yeah, we don't need that on the side anymore. Right, so this I want to open with paint.net, and so we decided RGB with alpha channel. Right, so the green equals ambient occlusion. Okay. Oh god, it takes me there. I need to get the root directory of that. Hold on. I just closed that window as well, damn it. I need to reopen that, and I want to save it as a .tiff. Right, so this is M202 inside. Hold on, what am I doing this? Red. So red is nothing. And then TIFF M202 inside, and this is green, which is ambient occlusion. Hitman thinks. We can't be sure, but we'll try it. Let him know how I get on. I'll just say thanks and let him know how it looks. Right, and this is the blue. Blue is also nothing or question marks. Because different games read their image files differently. And then the alpha is, what did he say? Specular rough. Save as a gloss, okay. Spec rough, and then it becomes a gloss. I don't want to save that. Okay, I need to get back to where I was. Pod modding, Sirius, mod production, assets, weapons, grenade launcher. And then I want to open the, oh yeah, look at that. You can see that, right? Yeah. So I've just got to invert that apparently to get that to the gloss map. And that's Control Shift I apparently. Yep, that looks right. Save as, and I want to call that _G. Nice. So we'll go through images, open with paint.net. Doesn't look like there's much to this one, whatever this is. But Dark Iris Tools, extract to file. Move to images. I think the other ones should be the same, so I don't need to worry about the world model. M202 decals, and this is red. M202 decals AO, M202 decals blue, the M93 Raffica is still broken, but the P226 is pretty much there now. It's looking pretty good. M202 decals spec rough, and then I want to open this doesn't open on a new layer and just does it spec rough. Yeah, good. Let's close that one. Shift I. And I want to call it a gloss. Good, good. So I'll check the world one, but I don't think, oh yeah. Yes, there's just that one in there, so I just need to redo, just need to do that one. I don't see the difference between, I'm going to open that one on one monitor, and open this one on another, and see if there's any difference. They look the same. Other than my brightness. No, they're exactly the same. Oh, actually, they're not. I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to do them both and just to be sure. What was it? Maybe that's special, but I think it'll be okay for our purposes. I've been going for an hour 16, God. I was only expecting this to take an hour. Right. Instead it was a downward spiral. Okay, M202. And this is just the weapon itself, I think. Red. M202 AO, M202 blue, M202 spec rough, and then I want to open the spec rough, close that one. And then Control Shift I. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, that looks right, definitely. Okay, and then this one I'll do as well quickly. _M202 red. 2's just to distinguish it. That's the second version, M202 AO. Cool that we got 2 for the price of 1 in one image though. 2 M200 blue, 200 blue. I've seen your message, Sanjin. I'll just address it in a second. M202, and this is the alpha, and this is spec rough, and that's a TIFF. Good. And then I'll just open 2. Where's 2 M202? Ah, here. Don't need that one. Don't save. Convert, and then file, save as, and call that the gloss map. Okay, good. Right. Sanjin says, would it be weird if you had repacks on launchers? Not only you blow them up, but you shot them with dead wire in the process. Yeah, I hate repacks. That's like way too far. That is too OP. But that's a problem with people's complaints with Black Ops 3 though. One complaint is in the list that there's not enough wonder weapons for everyone on the team to have a wonder weapon together, like there is in Zetsubo-ish, and there is in Horizon and Origins. But then people say that repack abilities is too much like a wonder weapon. Yeah, I don't like repacks. I think they would have been okay on the Giant if they just stayed on that map. I originally thought they would be Giant exclusive, but then they put them in all maps, which They shouldn't have done really. I would have preferred if it was just the giant exclusive. Okay, and that doesn't need doing. Okay, now I've just got to move those images over and we can use them. First of all, if you don't mind, I'll just have a quick toilet break though. I can find OBS. Oh, there it is. I am back. Black Ops 2 repacks give you only sights, grips and noob tubes. Yeah, that should have been done a bit better. I think the best way of doing repacks, if you're going to do repacks, I mean, IW did a good job of making completely different variants when you repack. It's kind of cool. But I think the best way to do it is keep adding attachments, adding and adding attachments. Either make each weapon unique when you pap it once, but I do like the fact you can repack because it gives you something more to do after you've spent your points on pack punching. You can get more. I think it should keep adding and adding attachments. So like the first time you do it, you get a grip or whatever. The next time you get a stock. Next time you get rapid fire. Next time you get a noob tube, whatever, that sort of thing. And each weapon should have its own unique ones that build up like that. So when you get a weapon, you've got to think about what repacks you can put on it too. I think that's the best way it should be done. Okay. What was I doing? I don't need OBS up right now. Oh yes, I was moving the images over. I'm gonna need, actually I'll tell you what I can do. I can just go on one of the images now. Specular here, because this will get replaced no doubt. Okay, these are my images. The rockets ones I want to be copy and pasting these in and replacing any. Yeah, repack. I suppose it could replenish ammo, yeah. As long as there's a limit on it, like you can't keep going back and buying ammo for box weapons. That'd be too overpowered, I think. Got to strategize a little bit. But then again, me and Nick were like in the 40s yesterday and we were running out of points and ammo. Just because he was the one getting the points and then he was spending it on traps and stuff. In the view model, images. Nice. Right, so I'm I'm going to delete this. I can open that back up so I can see it, and then head back into my materials and see. So what do we have? We have one for the weapon itself. So we have a gloss map. It's probably why Black Ops 1 looks so good on PC. So we want the M202G. What? Oh, there. Why is that down here then? Oh, right, yeah, silly me. That is in alphabetical order. How's that looking now? That looks right to me. Yeah, you can see that's behaving differently. So you can see the lights reflecting there and there, but on this bit, this strip here, not so much. That means it's working. And what does the weapon itself look like now? That's a lot better, isn't it? That's much better. Which every gun I got had one of these. And there's also the ambient occlusion as well. Apparently, let's make one of these. M202AO. That seems a little bit white to me, but I think can't tell much of a difference, but sure it's working. Looks well normal there as well. See the light makes it seem like it's sticking up. Let's have a look. I'm just going to head in and thank Hitman Veer. Second, yeah, that's looking brilliant, isn't it? It looks brilliant. I can nab him a screenshot as well. I haven't done the other bit yet, so I don't want to include that. Nab him that. There we go. Wonderful. And of course that means that the loader has the same. The loader, I should just be able to use the same material, but it's calling that specific material in the file, so I've got to do it this way, I'm afraid. The M202, this is the AO I'm doing, isn't it? And the loader. This, of course, has the normal, which I didn't do. Doesn't have a spec map, but it does have a gloss map. It's a shame it doesn't have a spec, but maybe it doesn't need it because it looks absolutely fine. Okay, let's go look at the actual weapon. Don't know if this will look any different. Oh yeah, see that, it's different. The gloss is different, yeah. Looks fine. Looks like massive cigarettes, but alright. Fine to me. Okay, and then the insides do have them. I'm just going to open the inside images to my left so I can see what I've got. Yeah, I do have the gloss and whatever. So the gloss map will be rockets, insides G. And I'm just going to go back to the material and check it's not, yeah, it's good, it's not using what I predefined before that. And then okay, the occlusion, and the occlusion is that. We go back to the view model and have a look at the rockets. I mean, we can't really see much, but quite low poly, but you can see they're fine. Looking fine. You can see the reflection on the text is different to on there, so that means it's working. It's definitely mapped out. Wait. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the inside, isn't it? Yeah, that is the inside. And then the decals. Don't think that had any, did it? Oh yes, it did. Sorry, excuse me, it did. So the inside decals blue, decals AO. You still need the normie map. Sorry, I haven't read chat for a second. You and your friend were on 37 Ascension and you're using only traps that you ran out of points. Yet that happens. I mean, we did buy a wall weapon and just kept shooting at them, but part of the strategy was running through a trap with Jug, but I got downed and then I couldn't afford Jug again, so every time we ran through I went down and lost the points I'd just made. So yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't go back to the power area to hit the box. Wait for a fire sale, I guess. Right, what was I looking for? What am I on? The decals N. I'm gonna guess it's that. I'm just gonna have a check at that. Doesn't seem to have affected it. Oh, what's the error with that then? Did I not? Ah! Why has it gone red? Suppose I'm going to have to delete that then. What I've never done before is this drop down. I'm going to do that. It hasn't seemed to do anything different. But why not? Why not just do that? I don't know if the bumps are actually for that, but I can't tell any different. And I mean, it is pretty flat and low res, but whatever. And then the gloss map, I'm going to try again. Hopefully this one is okay. The decals gloss. Yeah, no errors with that one. Oh yeah, you can tell that. That's good. Yeah, that's working good. Probably the best looking weapon I've done so far, to be honest. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, the crosshair doesn't have any. Done the weapon itself. The lens doesn't have any. That's got to be it then. Done, I think. Oh, there was that one. The long scope lens, which no, there's only that I can put out. That I'm just gonna have to leave it at that. I think it'll be okay. So that's the model of the weapon done. Back to the weapon file and the stats bit. Look at the size of this. I don't need the weapon that much anymore. This GDT, it's a big one. M202, here we go. I might rename that. Should rename a message. It'll be I should have done GL M202, but it's okay. Okay, let's open up the wiki as well. But I would guess the radius is the same, but I don't have it on my stat sheet. Wiki/Grim Reaper. M202/Grim Reaper. Does it give me its radius? Is there anything about it being in zombies? Fire to a stack fire, is it? Direct impact does 1,000 in single player. The explosion does 1,000 to 300 in single player. Sorry, I'm just pouring a drink. Okay. So the inner damage, we want to do the inner damage to 1,300. We can always change this later. The outer, so I don't know how big the radius should be really. Is that big enough? Should we set it to 500 just because it's a big rocket? Cone angle means it's 360, right? I think that means 360. Yeah, 180 is a spherical. Yeah. We'll leave that as it is. Projectile. See, there is a model for the projectile, but I don't have one. We'll leave this as it is because last time I played with this stuff it broke. Not a rocket launcher, but a this will probably drop off and it probably won't be a rocket, but whatever. So you could probably check the weapon file here. If it's even included. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Explosion radius. Okay, I'm gonna have this on my other screen. I'm gonna whack open once again. Radius is 6.5 meters. I think this is done in inches, but I've got it here now anyway. Yeah, so I've just got this open on my other monitor reading off it. Okay, the explosion radius is 256. Inner damage is 300, outer damage is 300. Okay. Oh really? That's how it's done in zombies. I'll leave it at that for now. Cone angle is 180. Projectile speed is 1,500. Oh, not 150,000. 15,000. 0, 0, and then 15. Oh, the projectile RPG 7. I might go into Black Ops 1 files and get that. Let's do that now. Not the actual files, but we're going to rip it straight out of the game. Live on the live stream. Also, Sanjin, your comma has a use for a decimal point. It's a decimal point for a reason. Triggers me. Should we go and get it in multiplayer? We'll get it in multiplayer. I need to open up Wraith as well. So we want a model called Projectile RPG7. Open Wraith. Okay, so we want it to work with Black Ops 1. This is how I've been getting most of my models, by the way. Other than Ghosts and Modern Warfare 2 and 3, maybe 3 was through it, but George got those. I've been getting Modern Warfare 2 and Ghost weapons through another program. But yeah. Oh, you accidentally used comma. Do you usually use a comma in Bosnia? It is Bosnia, right? Like, because I know that's a European thing. Okay, we wanna. What's operations? Oh, okay, those things. Mod, you got a mod. I forgot about that. Yeah, what's all this stuff? I never knew I had any of that. Combat training. I think combat training might crash. Actually, no, that's private match that crashes. My FPS is down because I'm streaming. Goodness me. I think it should be. Yeah, it's Black Ops 1. Everything's loaded. God, I hope this doesn't crash because it's not responding. I'm streaming. This might go wrong. Let's see. Oh, you do use the full stop. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, of course you're Bosnian. It's Bosnian in your name. Sanjin the Bosnian. Black Ops 1 maps are really well detailed, nonetheless. Black Ops 3 are probably quite similar in detail. They're just more volumed about it. Oh, the Champions League draw started, did it? I'm not too interested in that sort of thing. Sure. Oh, look. All my Steam friends have connected. Siphon, Thompson Play, Enigma, George. Right, I'm just going to sit in the corner here and refresh the game. I want to check my settings as well, just check how I'm doing it. I don't need all the LODs, I don't think. Dot Maya yet. Suppose I could do that, but I'll do it through Maya because that's how I check it. It probably would be fast, but whatever. So wasn't the game loading now? I feel like it's because it's a separate .exe, but it should be. Oh, there we go. Projectile RPG. Yeah, because if I show you, this is what it says: projectile model, projectile RPG 7. So I might as well grab that. I never usually go to this effort, but I'm on a stream, so got to. Okay, export selection. There we go. It's exported, and now I think that's it. There are sounds as well, but I don't think I can rip sounds from this. Weapon RPG explode. No, I don't think sound assets. I know sounds are the iffy thing of the community that I'm not sure on how to get. I don't know if it's the community or if it's just me. Okay, so we've got all of this. It's got a GDT file itself. Images, that's all fine. That's a normal spec map, I think. It's literally called spec RGB. Check the weapon port infopedia and it says spec. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so let's get this. Oh no, get the actual folder and copy and paste it into this. Go projectile RPG 7. We'll open it up and then bind it, and that's all it needs doing. And I probably could have just exported it, but I don't know. It might have just been set up for Black Ops 1. I don't think I've got to change any tags, but it should be okay. Oh, who Man United will play in the group stage, okay. Let me know what the draw is. Well, now I can just Google it, but I might as well engage in conversation about it. Not too big on football, used to be. Yeah, this is looking like it. So that's what you see flying out. I know it's not the actual thing that it'd fire, but it's what you see flying out. Tag origin, tag rocket. Okay, good. It's called tag origin. That's good. Don't know if I have to select all that or not, but just bind it like that. You do that, it should go pink. Yep, good. Good, good. Oh, it's got a tag for where the effects plays out of the back as well. Good. I don't think you can rip effects. I think you have to make it yourself, or just use Black Ops 3's default one. But yeah, there we go. There isn't much point. Well, I'll just save it anyway. Select hierarchy, do that. Export X model. And I want to copy that route. And we want to do M202 projectile. Don't need to save any changes. Don't save. Lovely. Good, good. All done. There's another folder open. Is that Wraith? Yeah, I don't need Wraith open. Right. Oh yeah, because that thing's open. Ah, just click on this, that gets rid of it. Right, projectile model I need to actually put in here now. New asset. X model M202 projectile. And that is, I didn't move it to model export, did I? Silly me. Actually, I'll open it here and then just copy and paste it in once I get there. Grenade launcher, M202 Flash Grim Reaper, and then model export. No, wrong one. Oh, I exported it. I didn't convert it through Kronos either. Kronos here. I did a big whistle with that one. Anim model M202 projectile.x model export. Nice. Good, good. Okay, now I can copy that across. Nice. And that's the one I want. Oh, poo, I should have got the images across. It's got the RPG textures on it, but it should use the specific bit. Yeah, you can see there the rocket for it. We want lit weapon again. What other materials? Oh, I see you. Could have been a decal then back on the other. I'm going to leave it how it was, but I could have done that as decal, I guess. I just want to see what comes with decal actually. Okay, I see. I could have used all that, yeah. Anyway, back to geometry. Surface type, metal. Metal. Doesn't have an occlusion. It does have a color map. Oh. Oh yeah, I better drag this back down now. Go. That's what it fires out. You just can't see it, it's too fast. It has a normal and it has a spec. Weird, the other ones didn't have a spec, but this one doesn't have an ambient occlusion though. That's the spec. That's the normal. Just going to save it. It's getting a bit slow. Gloss will be. I'm going to do grey. That is. I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. Okay, and let's check the. Yeah, that looks okay. It is glossy, but it doesn't matter, we won't be able to see it. Should be fine. Might change it to black gloss actually. Yeah, that's alright. It's alright. Okay. Back to the weapon file now. So now we can go M202 projectile, rocket, FX. Is there an Oh, makes sense. Followed me on Twitter. That's a scripter for Black Ops 3. Generic aerial, large. I think that might be quite big. We'll use it for now. If it's too big, we can replace it. We don't have any sounds done. There's no projectile spawn grenade or anything. Okay. Minimize that. Minimize that. They're just talking now, are they? Okay. About the... should do that. Sanjan's just talking about the draw for the Champions League. Is it Champions League? Yeah. Yeah, it's just normal. Type options, not bolt action, not dual wheel. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Melee, just make sure you can't melee with it. No, good. Reload, no partial reload. I don't. It doesn't add ammo though, does it? This is going to be a confusing one. I'm going to check the weapon file again, see how it's done. Now it's started apparently. M202, it does have its own effects, but I don't know how you can port effects, if it's even possible. Projectile. Okay, were they all things I could do? Hello, Stephen. In with the Chungus Delago. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Projectile D-light. Is there things called projectile D-light or anything? D-light. Reds, anything like that? No, I don't see anything red or anything there. We'll leave that. No. Its bounce is 0.5 on every surface. Okay, I think that's about it for what the weapon file can tell me. It's not a segmented reload though, it just fills it to the max whenever you reload. Oh, so I suppose it's the same as normal. But does it get rid of the old ones that were in there? I suppose I could set it to no partial reload. So that does, it cannot be reloaded unless ammo can be, okay. And it'll be treated as its clip size, okay. Yeah, we want that then. I think that's doesn't matter. Okay, move speed. So I suppose I can look at the spreadsheet for this. Is 0.8. Not too bad, I suppose. And ADS is 0.4. I want ADS with that then. What have we done? There's ammo options, ammunitions there. Okay, we get into that. Here we go. Ammo name M202. M202. Always check that. Clip size is 4. What does that mean? Don't know what that means. Max stock ammo. Clip isn't reflected. I'm going to say 16. Start ammo 16 as well. That doesn't make any difference. Set to 0, I think I've got to do. And it's low when it's 0.25, we'll say. None of these need to be turned on. We won't worry. Should we worry about giving? Don't want too much giving, we'll put that down. I mean, there's not much else I need on the multiplier side. Not multiplier, stat side. Okay, suppose the state timers is now. Suppose this is important. I'll just set all these to 1 up here. 1, 1, 1. This can be 1. This can be 1. The rocket to the arm's gonna. See if it's lower, we'll do 0.8. Make it quite powerful. 6 0.6. 466. Okay. State timers. Okay, the rate of fire. Is 0.48. Detonate has no delays. Don't think that matters. Reload time is... oh, the full reload is 6.85. And the reload empty time is 4.25. Could you reload this weapon if the mag wasn't full in the original? Chelsea's going to Group C first pick. Okay, Chelsea was who I used to support. I don't really follow football anymore, but Chelsea was my own team. Oh no, wrong one. I want drop and raise times. Drop is 1.3. Raise is 1.8. Is first raise the same? Oh, it's 1.5. There are no alt drops. No quick drops. Empty, or just use whatever. Okay, sprint loop. Do these have times on here? I don't think they do. Ah, sprint out has a time of 0.4. What I'm going to do is check the anims. I know it's not precise because they might have scaled it up and down, but I'm just going to check them. Sprint in is 16 out of 30, which is 0.53 recurring on the 3. Where's my file there? Sprint loop. 31 out of 30, which is over 1, obviously 1.03 recurring. I'll just do that the same as sprint out. Don't really know what those are. Don't have any crawl anims actually. Don't think so anyway. No. I wonder if you... no, because you can dive to prone with it. To leave those for now. You can't slide with it either at the moment. I will do all those later, but this has been an exhausting weapon to do because it's pretty unique. I think Brad Pitt's there. Okay, the dive to pro. 11 out of 30 is 366. And that one's the same. when you dive to prone, you're surely going to own PhD flopper. Well, you surely are. Dive to prone loop is 16 out. That's the same as the. Oh no, I've done one that's 16. I think that's 0.533. Yeah, 0.533. I'm going to leave the swims alone, leave everything alone. Yep. Okay, now let's do the actual. Oh no, not yet. Apparently. Where the actual. Oh, here they are, down here. Don't need to worry about these. No. Okay, idle I need to know. Idle amount is 25. Its speed is 1. Crouch is 0.5, prone is 0.15, and ADS spread is 1.7. ADS time 0.5. Leave that as it is, I think. Hip spread. The minimum for standing is 5 and the max is 6. Crouch is 3.5 and max is 6. Prone is 2 and the max is 6. Slide should be like 8 and the max is 10. Yep. Not that you can slide with it yet. I've only got view kick stats. Minimum is 20, max is 95. And then the yaw minimum is 30 to 10. To minus 10 even. Yep, wrong way. Okay, and the center speed is 2,500, and that's all the stats I have. So, no, I don't need to worry about that. The view gun 1 is VM M202. World is WM M202. Should I hide tag clip when empty? Why not? Hopefully that don't glitch it out. No camo, no ladder sight. Oh wait. Has he got something called a ladder sight? Yeah. Oh wait, no, long scope lens. I think I'm alright. No attachments. Good. X anims. Okay, here we go. M202 idle. I'm gonna copy and paste that. idle, fire, reload empty, reload empty. Pull out and put away. Does it have a first raise? No, it's just pull out then. Its empty raise is the same as pull out, and its empty drop is the same as put away. I think it uses those by default anyway. None of this needs doing at the moment. ADS up does, ADS fire does, which is just the normal fire, I think. ADS up, ADS down, no, down, no slide ins. Did I miss the dive to frames? Because it's got state timers, but not actual. Maybe not. Oh well. Chelsea in a left. Oh god. Atletico Madrid. Manchester United is with Benfica in Group A. Gonna have to leave the effects for now, I think, because I don't know any other than like the CUDA. Don't know any sounds. It's got default ones there, default generics. I know there's a large rumble for it, but I'm not using a controller for now anyway. Okay, that should be it. Let's add it to the zone file and test it. Now we'll leave all that open in case we need it, but I think whatever happens now, I'm gonna leave it there because we've been streaming for 2¼ hours. Weapon M202. I put that on another monitor. Sorry, I did just write it into the zone file. And then I want to link the map. Yeah, linking should be all that's required. Yeah, well, you could call it testing when just putting it in, seeing if it's actually worked. I suppose that's testing, but testing if I haven't completely ruined it. Should all be fine, hopefully, but I just think that every time. But yeah, run it in just a second. Just linking all the files should process in a second. They haven't done it yet. I know. We should see all of the anims start converting and all of the images and materials and everything going through. And those have major change. It's just, oh, I'm not worried about those. quite worrying that those are broken because they're Treyarch sounds. So either Treyarch's broken it or I have, and I reckon I have because I haven't seen anyone else talk about it. Errors about the MSMC, that's fine. Nambu errors with the UMP45 anims, that's usually there. Oh! We crashed. It's nothing to do with the UMPs, I know. Ah, here we go. Unknown player anim type Grim Reaper in M202. Right, so what Treyarch have put in their mob tools you can't actually use. Thank you, Treyarch. So not an arm minigun, it's not a grapple, it's not turn, it's not a brawler, it's not a bow. It's similar to the spike launcher. This is only for third person anims, it's just going to show. Suppose you reload it in the top. Rear clip. I'm going to do rear clip. Hopefully that works. God damn it, Treyarch. Oh, I started running it. I want to link it. I don't know if it's actually going to start running now. Close it if it does. Oh, it's converting the images. There we go, that's good. Lots of materials to do for this weapon. Being a bit slow because it's on stream, but well. Oh, hello Alex. You're Alex from Discord, right, aren't you? Let me just check. I swear I've seen your name in Discord before. Okay, that looks like Grim Reaper's done. All these errors are from Harry's things, so blame Harry for not making easy instructions. It's all his ray gun effect. Oh, these are ray gun Mark III. I suppose it's Treyarch. There are a lot of errors for Harry's things, some with mine, but none game breaking. Okay, let's run the map and see. Yes, hello Alex. I'm going to spawn with the MR6 because I wrote a script to give random weapons on spawn. I'm not using it in the upcoming maps, but I did it for someone else, and well, Harry helped me a lot with that too. Well, I sort of guessed what the script was and happened to be right. And then Harry helped me implement it properly because it requires a lot of threading with Treyarch scripts already. Okay, here we go. Is the Grim Reaper going to work? It's called just the M202 this time. We're on a black screen, it means it hasn't crashed. Come on. Very soon I'll be uploading some speed art, in quotes, or like speed builds, I suppose, speed mapping, whatever you like, of which is just sped up recordings of me mapping a sort of cool, it's a Mediterranean house, you know. Oh, here we are. So it's just done to look nice, not a gameplay thing or anything. Okay, give M202. Here we go, here we go. Oh, you actually hold it right. You actually pull it out properly. There's the RPG. Okay, that explosion's way too big. But it's, yeah, it's an airstrike explosion, like the actual effects. But that's looking good. If I reload now, oh, it doesn't let me actually. I have got to use it all up. Good, that's how I set it up. Nice. That's looking good. And the rockets are in there. Nice. Because I hit tag clip, I think that's actually worked. Sprint works. Oh, wait, slide works. That must be a generic slide then, but it looks okay. Because I didn't do anything with slide. Yeah, slide's fine. What's crawl like? Okay, crawl's very broken. But yeah, that's not bad at all. I'm happy with that. Like the first proper one I've done on stream that's actually come out alright. I'm very pleased with that, very pleased. Oh yeah, ammo count, good spot. What happened to the ammo count? Oh, it's because, oh yeah, I remember now. I did clip size relative, or ammo relative, whatever. How much damage do you do yourself? Okay, I don't seem to be, oh, it's because I've got God mode on, that's why. It should do it the same as a zombie hit if you shoot yourself with it. Yeah, happy with that. I just need to quickly go in and change the ammo. I'll do that, but that's come off very well. Of course, there's no sound at the moment, but I mean, the anims, the model, the weapon file, like with its stats and everything, state timers, all good. You can fire at hip fire, that's right, I suppose. It's a bit more funny, firing hip fire might make it ADS only, but for the moment, that's good. Party modes in Black Ops 3 MP, oh, sounds interesting. Yeah, so don't know what my next mod tools stream will be, or video. I know I'm going to upload the speed build of my house thing. It'll probably be a scripting tutorial maybe first before the speed build. I don't know, it depends what I feel like doing, but expect a lot of mod tool stuff coming from me over the next few weeks. Then I'm back to college, so don't expect much after that, but that'll be the odd thing. I suppose I am working on a gaming project for computer science in Unity that's heavily zombies related, so you can probably expect some things related to that in there. But yeah, nice, very nice. AS Roma, cool. That is a hell of a group. Chelsea, Atletico Madrid and AS Roma. Right, so we'll just quickly go and do the not the anims, the ammunition. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah. So when I've done 16, I really want to do 4. So you have 4 mags, not 16 mags. There you go. That should fix it. I'm not going to bother there, but that's it. Thank you for coming out today. That was actually a success. Expect some speed build, nice looking map soon. You'll probably hear a little bit update about that. I'll do some basic scripting tutorials just to help people sort of do the generic things. So there's like tutorials for doing something specific, but I'm going to give the absolute bare bones, such as getting an entity and doing stuff with it, managing your files, calling scripts, selection, nesting, those sort of things that people need generically just for a quick reference, nothing specific, which is like how to do Brutus, which is basically just implementing a script, but it's not going to be like how to do your own hide and seek Easter egg or what parts. I'll get onto that eventually maybe, but those sort of things are already done. But that's just a quick word of what you can expect coming. So thank you everybody. Gates of Hell, that's noted, duly noted for the PAP name. Tell you what I'll do now quickly is I'll go on the Project Sirius Wikipedia. Well, it's not Wikipedia, but the wiki page, and have a look at what I've got written down for the PAP name, if any. Grim Reaper doesn't have a name, so I'll put that. Gates of Hell. I'll write that down now. Thank you very much for coming out today, and I'll see you all soon.